Welcome back, everyone. You are watching Inside. Right now, we are joined by Heather Foster with Foster Financial, always bringing us those important and great financial tips. Heather, thanks for being here with us today.
It's always good to be here, Tony.
Always good to have you here. Today, we're talking about business succession planning.
Yeah.
First of all, what is that, Heather?
So it's thinking about, those who are business owners.
Okay.
What's going to happen if, one, something happens to you unexpectedly, right? Something, go out, you drive, and something bad happens.
Yeah.
So whether it's death or disability, who's taking over? Do you have that already in place? A lot of small business owners don't think about making sure that they're set up for that succession plan.
Yeah.
And then the ultimate, right, which is maybe, hopefully, this is the way we want it to go,
Yeah.
you eventually retire and you sell your company. And again, a lot of people who are in services businesses don't think about selling their company because they're like, hey, it's going to die when I want to retire.
Right.
Maybe you're an electrician or a plumber, or you do some contract work and you think that business is not going to be viable after. And oftentimes we find that it is. There's a value there to those customer relationships that you've provided as long as you have a succession plan in place. So we are, we tell our clients, we act as CFOs for our clientele, right?
Okay.
We're not just investment management, which we do that, but we're also CFOs for our clients. We run our clients' retirements like a business. And when we lay this out, when we see it, there's a hole here where people aren't doing succession planning. So number one, think about life insurance. If you do have somebody else that maybe is your protege, someone that you're training to take over, make sure you have a buy-sell agreement or life insurance. We call them key employee life insurance policies. The company would actually buy the life insurance. The beneficiary of it would be the company as well. And then it's also a tax write-off, but it might give that other person the ability now to buy out your family with a death benefit. So one, that's if you pass away. Two, a succession plan as far as a buy-sell agreement, something that's already in place. Again, you're looking for somebody either to take it over, maybe it is an employee that you're already training, or maybe it's an outside firm that does the same kind of things, but have that succession laid out where it says, hey, if I were to become disabled, would you agree to take over my company and you pay my family out a percentage of the revenue, which then puts very little risk on the buyer as well if it's a percentage of the revenue, because if they don't keep the clientele, you're not on the hook to have to pay for something that you didn't end up making profit on in the long run.
Yeah.
The third area I wanted to mention, so buy-sell agreements, extremely important.
Okay.
Know who, whether it's another company or someone that you're training up under you, would take it over for you.
Yeah.
Have the life insurance in place so that you can give them the ability to pay your family off. And then last but not least, when you do sell it, if you are alive, you're looking at potentially capital gains because you're selling a business, an asset.
Yeah.
So have a plan for that as well. We do a lot of strategizing on the tax planning side and the investment side for people who sell a business. In the year in which you sell a business, and you may get hit with a lot of capital gains all at once, especially if it's a lump sum purchase, think about doing things like the donor advised funds or the charitable remainder trust. If you are already donating to charities, take 10 years or 15 years of what you would have donated anyways, do it as a lump sum. You can avoid the capital gain because you can actually move shares of your company into this. So cash you can do, yes. Stocks you can do, yes, avoiding the capital gain. But you can also give cells of privately held companies into a donor advised fund. So now not only do you get the big tax write-off, but you also avoid the capital gain on the portion that you donated. So it's a double tax savings for business owners to make sure they're doing that kind of strategic planning.
Yeah.
There's also ways of rolling your gain if you have real estate property into another real estate. So maybe you're selling a business and you can roll the real estate piece of that business into another property that's an investment property that maybe eventually you want to live in someday. Maybe you want to live down in Florida or Arizona or someplace. You can roll those gains forward. So just be aware that if you are a business owner, whether you know that you can sell your business or you're saying, hey, I don't think I could, have a plan in place, because more than likely service-based businesses and those relationships, they have value to them.
Yeah, Heather, that's a lot of great ideas. I didn't even think about being able to think about that as a business, but like you said, it's important to just have that planning and be prepared because you never know what could happen.
You definitely don't want your customers out there trying to find, a new person off the cuff, because we all know if it's financial, if it's an electrician, if it's a plumber, if it's a painter, whatever your business is, none of us like to have to find someone in a scramble, because more than likely we may make a bad decision. We're going to just try to find the first person we can find. They may or may not be like you, right? So you People work with you for a reason.
Yes.
And they want to continue to work with someone who's like-minded for a reason. So make sure you have that set up for your customers.
That's right. And, you know, we appreciate you always bringing this great information, something you have set up for possible customers. This is a complimentary consultation. So you guys, please be sure to give them a call, reach out, go to their website, find out more information so that you can learn more. If you say, hey, this is me and I need them, give them a call. We'll be back.